lost in transit. In 2122, a file of dust was placed on a Hermes transporter pad in Berkeley, California, and disappeared in a flash of light. An instant later, on another pad in Cambridge, England, it appeared again. The world waited as scans and tests and analyses were carried out, the experiment replicated over and over again. Every test object was subjected to the same scrutiny, and every time it was definitive. It was identical at its point of ingress as at egress. Teleportation was real. Matter could be scanned to the most minute detail, transubstantiated into energy, sent across the world, and flawlessly rebuilt. The first human tests were no doubt conducted in secret. Hermes would never allow a disaster to be broadcast to an audience of billions. The prospect of twisted monstrosities emerging was an all too common fear. But the step was made, and crowds cheered as the first human was engulfed by the light, and emerged again halfway across the planet. Before long, transport and logistics became meaningless in the face of the most disruptive technology the world had yet seen. Just as the car had been transformed from a luxury item for the wealthy 2 centuries before to something ubiquitous, so did the Hermes pad become a staple in every home, business and public building. Official statistics said that in 2132, every person on the planet used the miraculous technology at least once a day. That ended in 2137. Genuine journalism had been declining for well over a century, but a few determined investigators still held on, doggedly pursuing antiquated laws compelling freedom of information, chasing phantom leads and fearful whistleblowers. In an office in Oslo, a reporter poring over the early Hermes research found the truth. Teleportation was a lie. Scanning an object, even one as complex as a human, was possible, and so was constructing them perfectly from that pattern. But breaking down the matter of a body into energy and transmitting it across the globe was impossible. Everyone who stepped onto a Hermes pad was stepping into their grave. Their body was scanned, mapped in perfect detail, and then it was annihilated. At the point of egress, a copy was built. Every molecule, every memory was just the same. A perfect replica of a human who, moments ago, half a world away, had been obliterated. When the news broke, many expected riots, burning cities, panic on a global scale. But that kind of chaos comes from fury, not despair. We were a world of people who had never been born. Billions had unknowingly murdered their children when they stepped onto a transporter pad to bring their newborns home, replacing them with a fabrication. They had already died 1,000 times. Maybe they were grasping at some sense of self by being the last in a line of frauds, to put an end to the facade that their lives had been revealed as. The streets were quiet, as around the world, lives that had never been real winked out one by one, ended by people who believed that without a past, there could be no future. The world had already ended years ago. None of us were real.